Hey, Dirty Rock Hound here. I'm continuing my search at this beautiful quartz location. This one is another pit. There's two of these pits that I found. There's possibly a third one. I don't know how big it is. This one appears to have a little bit more clay in it, and there's some more digging going on. The rock is fantastic. Look at this big one I'm standing beside. Just the banding going through this stuff. It's phenomenal. So I'm to find a spot where I might be able to get at a few of these crystals without quite as much effort as the other side, at least the breaking quartz effort, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, just found this rock at the second location as I'm walking around trying to find a site to look at. This kind of confirms what I'm thinking, that a lot of these crystals are growing attached to the big chunks of quartz. So we'll see. I'll keep digging around, but I might be kind of change my strategy to trying to look for cool rocks that I can take out as a whole that have crystal formations on them. This is an interesting level here. You can see the topsoil section is quite sandy, and then below that there is a little bit of loose material that goes right down into this quartz rock here, and some people have been digging and excavating through here, so I might have a poke around, see what I can find here. Definitely not up into the top layer there. That looks more like topsoil up there, but down here we'll give it a go. Alright, I took a few shovelfuls out of here, and there's some interesting rock in here for sure. So I'm going to have a poke around just a little bit more, but it looks like a lot of this surface stuff has slumped down onto this. So it really looks like I've got a very narrow layer that I want to look at in this, just below that material, and in this loose stuff right in here. This stuff is just sloughed down from the top. So we'll give her a go and see what else we can find. I cleared myself a little spot to sit up here, and I've just started moving a few of the rocks out of here. And definitely this one I just moved down from the surface, and we can see there's two. One's got a little thing on the side of it. Two crystals just right there. So this may be promising to find a couple in here laying in this top layer. I hit a kind of ready layer here, and it's got a lot of this, I don't know what it is. It really looks like decomposing rock, but I'm sure it's just something that's formed together, but it definitely has a lot of crystallization around it. So this might be a pretty good layer here to find something with some crystal on it. All right, in that red layer, there's a whole bunch of this material. I'm going to bring a couple home and clean them up just to see what they're like. They're very, very airy. Lots and lots of air spaces in them. Just sitting right above them, there's some very, very poorly formed crystals. But not very much in here. I'm going to scoot over and see if I can locate some other samples at another hole. But interesting digging, and some I'm really interested to see what those look like cleaned up. All right, Dirty Rock Hounder here with the first pizza review. I went to a place last night up in Sudbury, never been before, called Fat Tuesdays. Man, they make a mean meatball pizza. So one bite, everyone knows the rules. One bite, everyone knows the rules. Yeah, pretty darn good pizza. I just opened up this one so far. It's just pretty much dirt. Nice and easy to open up. Just one little crystal so far. But there's a little bit more dirt I'll sift through. And I might open up beside it here and give that a poke around as well. Another one growing right out of the rock, which seems to be very common up here. So I've been digging around in that same hole a little bit here in pit 2, and definitely starting to pull out some interesting pieces out of there. I wouldn't say it's anything that a collector would be jumping up and down over, but for me, for a first-time crystal hunter, it's pretty cool. All right, it got about shoulder deep into here. There's a nice little piece embedded in the floor, but it's got maybe 5 or 6 little chunks sticking out of the top, but it is definitely deeply embedded in the quartz below it. This is an interesting formation here. Gives you an idea how much crystallization is going on. Some people have begun some excavations down below here. Just beside that nice little rock formation, I found a little bit of dirt and started digging. This one seems to be going back in a ways, so we'll give it a shot, see what's in here. Definitely, it's hard to see, but right away we got some crystals poking out, attached to the side, but it's a good sign that we've got some going on in here somewhere. This stuff here is definitely really easy digging. It's a nice red clay, but not really seeing any evidence of crystal in here. Just a tiny little bit on this piece here, but it's mostly just a big chunk of quartz. And in the back here, that's more of that kind of clay stuff, and it's not really worth hammering that out of there. I can't really scrape it with a screwdriver in big enough chunks that it makes it worthwhile. So easy digging, but nothing in there. All right, another little hole I started here, and that's a pretty cool little one back there. Little rougher ones here in the front. I'm gonna poke around, see if I can loosen any of that up at all, but that's pretty cool. All right, just with a small little hammer and my screwdriver, I just tapped at that quartz and it shattered right there. It gave me a little more access to here, and I cleared out under it a little bit as well. A little bit of a crystal there. That one has a little termination at the end. First one I found with a termination. Well, I almost got that out in one good piece. That big chunk was attached to the ceiling, and that part, there was no way I was getting it out whole. That was growing right into a big slab. But, oh, it came so close. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on another great adventure. We're northeast of Sudbury in that general direction. And great spot. I might come up here again if the weather holds out and enjoy that nice camping spot, do a little fishing, and maybe do a little more crystal digging. I don't know. I gotta admit, this stuff is a little bit addicting. There's something about being, you know, up to your shoulder in a hole, digging around and grabbing for crystal that's pretty neat. But thanks again for joining me, and I'll show you some of my samples here in just a second.
Bags and pockets stuffed to the brim, found another things are looking grim. Can't remember where I put all those rocks. Gotta check all pockets before I do a wash. I'm a rock hunter, dirty rock hunter. I collect minerals, I collect rocks. I have no idea how I'll ever stop.